Two people are now recording this panel.
Oh, make that 3.
Make that 3.
Okay, 3.
See, this is basically all you need to know about us for tonight. On the fact that we know the personal animations we tend to put in. On the fact that we have a tendency to screw around and stuff. And I think the last time I met you was on the Source to Make a live stream.
I think
of course we do live streams every now and again.
Well, you do live streams, but
I do live streams, you join me because you're my partner in crime. I've just realised something. We can point.
Objection!
Objection!
No. Overruled!
Oh!
Ha!
Oh.
Okay, anyway, shall we move on?
Very correct. Very good. There was meant to be some kind of transition sound, and apparently I'm creative. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Open Office. You've really helped.
To make sound.
Yep, that's something. That's what's good. And derpy is derpy.
Is that good enough?
Is that good enough?
Transition.
You want? No? Okay. Anyway.
Apparently we'll have a problem.
How did we get into Source Filmmaker?
Apparently we're going to be hunted down by someone. Read the top.
Okay, someone's gonna hunt us down, so if you see red dots coming anywhere...
Any kind of, like, pony that's black and red, please blow its brains out.
Or red and white.
Yeah.
Original thing.
It's totally not Dara.
I knew.
Dara has to be the creepiest thing. Of course, Dara is his OC, well, one of yours.
Dara is an OC of mine that someone created and ended up, like, a lot of my friends have been calling it quite sexy, and
the sexy horse.
Yeah. And I did not intend to.
At least it's not our friend's Tumblr page when he decided to turn it into an anthropomorphic at Dara.
I saw it.
That got wrong really, really fast.
It really got really quickly. I don't know how long the OC model was out for. Okay.
I'm also known for Blacklight Serene.
That's right.
Who started out nice and cute, and then she turned into the Princess of Pain. Literally, there are so many fan pictures. Like, if you look at Black fan pictures, like, everyone got any fan pictures that they've done for anyone, or has fan pictures made of them?
You're one of the ones, yes. You do.
You've had fan pictures.
You've had fan pictures, yeah. Many, yeah.
Right, by the way, special guest, this is Jessica Ratley.
Who does voices for me? PonyCon series. We'll get to that.
And is your special someone.
Yeah, I suppose you could say that.
That was the wrong time, wasn't it?
Can we move on? Because I think these guys are getting tired of what
Like, seriously, we didn't just drive into the deep end of the pool of banter and stuff.
Yeah. So how did we actually get into Source Filmmaker?
Says Derpy.
Derpy, you didn't get into Source Filmmaker.
Says the Derpy over there and over there.
Double it.
How did you get Source Filmmaker?
So, do you want to say how you got Source Filmmaker? How did you discover it?
Source Filmmaker is, if anyone doesn't know, is a free 3D animation program developed by Valve. Anyone play the Half-Life series? Hands up if you play the Half-Life.
Team Fortress?
Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead, Team Fortress. Well, you know the games.
Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike. Half-Life 3? No? No? Okay. Apparently that's not...
Game-End Simulator.
The Game-End Simulator.
AKA Steam.
Steam Simulator.
Who uses Steam? Anyone that uses Steam?
Yeah.
Anyone that uses Source Filmmaker, any game on Steam uses Steam.
Okay, so you said about that...
I got into Source Filmmaker, like the open beta for Source Filmmaker began in, I think it was 2012 it began.
It was when it was released in 2012.
Yeah, something like that.
2012.
I got beta access to it, and it comes down to, it was just like, what on earth am I doing here? Like, seriously, it's one of those programs, like, if you don't know, like, past experience or haven't watched loads of tutorials, you will basically have no idea what you're doing. But it comes down to 2014, I was watching some massive Pony videos, and I started doing this, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get back into this. So that day, I proceeded to constantly make Team Fortress 2 pictures, and I did do a pony picture where Pinkie Pie's legs were broken forward, and Twilight looked like, ew. Seriously, her head was just like, leaning out, she was just like, eh. Like, seriously, that was my first Lesbian Ponies poster.
You need to send me that. I haven't saw it.
I will.
Well, how I got into Source Filmmaker, well, kind of the same story. 2012 around when I did find out Team Fortress animations were coming around, I did downloaded on my laptop, which was barely functional.
Like this thing.
Well, except the quality just looked like solid colours.
What?
We do not mention that here. Anyway, I was saying there was solid.
I'm sorry, there's children here.
I was gonna say.
Okay, fine.
Anyways, hang on. The Source Filmmaker for my laptop had solid colours, and obviously I did have the inspiration to animate within the Source Filmmaker. For a while, I did do Team Fortress animations on an old channel, but after discovering the Brony fandom, I got into more of the ponies, and then I realized that there were no pony stuff for the Source Filmmaker for a bit. And then
the Gmod models.
Yeah, the Gmod models were barely functional on the Source Filmmaker, the Garage models. And then after a while, I got more into the fandom, and I realized that, you know, I want to do something in this community. So I saw Source Filmmaker, and I was like, I know how to use this program. Are there any pony models? Oh, yeah, there's pony models. Import them in.
Pony Knocker and Knocker.
Pony Knocker.
Some people say Pony Knocker, the old guys. Back in my day, we used to call him Pony Knocker, and we used to use like 3 lights.
People are slowly updating them, like with different, like with
I mean,
reflective
Source
eyes.
Filmmaker hasn't. Oh my god! Has anyone seen? Anyone watch Argo Daemon?
Argo Daemon?
Anyone heard about the reflective lights? Not lights, eyes that come out.
Reflective eyes. I was just saying, yeah.
I want them. I want them really, really bad.
I'm sure you'll really.
But it comes down to that it's mainly due to the maps that are causing the problems. It comes down to animation is certainly something that's pretty interesting to me. I mean, is it to you?
It's interesting.
Yeah. It comes down to as much as it is the school that just appeared over there.
Out of nowhere.
It's stalking me! It comes down to animation is something that takes time, effort, dignity, and an idea. And it's an extremely creative art form out there. When it comes down to, if you're gonna do it, you need to be able to dedicate to it. I mean, animation can take months and years to do, but it's an extremely satisfying art form. And it's something a lot of us are getting into nowadays. Games like The Division, all kinds of new games using more advanced methods of animation. So it's really just a skill we can develop over the time, can't it?
Yeah, it's just a learning skill. You'll get to know the program more, and looking at tutorials is also.
Although the Valve tutorials do have a tendency to start sounding like an old cinematographer. I mean,
well, you are jolly old cinema after all.
Oh, am I considered old? Am I old?
I don't think so. Are you old? I don't know. I'm 17.
I'm 69.
69. That's like Derpy's eyes. Like.
I'm 200.
That Derpy is not.
That Derpy isn't Derpite.
It's not Derpite.
There's something wrong with Derpy's eyes.
Everything's wrong with Derpy's eyes. Oh.
Shots were fired
No, you
today.
didn't.
I'm sorry. No, don't kill me, please. You're the one who's trying to hunt us down.
And you're slugging down.
That's the Derpy, please get down!
No! I was joking. I swear.
Okay.
Derpy's best pony.
Don't be a pony.
Derpy's best pony, even though her eyes make.
Derpy is
Look,
like.
you made her sad.
Muffins.
That is what you did to her. You disgusting, nasty, something person.
Silence. Fool.
Derpy
Okay,
is
so
legend.
Shut up! Shut up! Come on here!
Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up!
No, come back!
Oh yeah, we asked what is Source Filmmaker.
Well, we have explained what Source Filmmaker is. It's an animation program developed by Valve.
Shut up!
Bloody
I'll
hell.
speak over it.
Shut the window.
Source Filmmaker is a program made by Valve. Thank you. Valve. It uses the Source engine. It uses the Source engine, so you can see the similarities between Team Fortress, Half-Life within the Source Filmmaker. It's kind of all the games Valve made into kind of one system, but you do have to download some packs for like portable.
Yeah, I mean, there's a load of add-on packs available as available on the through the Source Filmmaker.
I figured that out.
Yeah.
I did find out.
The weirdest thing is that they don't offer Counter-Strike things, and it's like the most highly used map. Because when you bring Source Filmmaker, you use game maps to use all your props and do everything. But most maps that you bring in are using Counter-Strike textures. It's like, Gay Ben, why? Why you not give me CSS textures?
Because think Source Filmmaker is free though. That's actually
Do I have to smack a Philly?
no.
Okay.
I don't think there's a filling here. Anyway,
It's time for.
Hey.
Can we do a drum roll, please?
Take you into a back alley and take you with Pinkie Pie.
Oh!
I have
oh!
Watch Vsauce's defense of Comic Sans. It puts a valid point on it.
Damn it!
Pinky stays with me at all times.
We're staying in Century Gothic and Hero Strain.
No, Helvetica.
Helvetic!
So we're going to be showing how the Source Filmmaker works and how.
While I launch it.
We're going to show how the Source Filmmaker works and what's its features. Now, when you do see the first screen, don't get scared. We'll go through everything. Not every detail.
Terrifying red bit of text that says, low map loaded.
I think it just causes people nightmares with this. Where it's just no map loaded. That's like in Source Filmmaker, a rookie.
It's like being on a drug trip. When you look at it, you just slowly see Gabe Newell.
It's just like ha 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 ha.
You will not
You
have.
got Source Filmmaker in your tab again.
No,
You don't need
you have
to
to
look.
open Steam. You have to open Steam. Since it's distributed through the Steam client as usual, you can find this for free on the Steam store.
Yeah, it is free, but
Just talk to them about what you do, like how it would start, and ask them what Source Filmmaker decides to cooperate with. Ah!
yeah, there we go. Source
Okay,
Filmmaker.
Ben?
Gay Ben.
Oh, do I just realised, since this is a 4x3 screen, we don't meet system requirements.
Oh, that doesn't matter. We can survive.
Pink and black texture.
There you go.
Oh yeah, the glorious.
Well, I didn't do anything.
Wait a minute.
Game window stimulus.
Oh god damn it, since 1080. Shut up! Damn it, Source Filmmaker.
It's all gone horribly wrong.
If it does go
It's all gone
horribly
Pete
wrong,
Tom.
if it does go horribly wrong, we'll just skip to the next part. We'll be showing our stuff later.
I've just realised Pinky down here is shown, but Pinky here is gone.
It's just an error.
It's broken the fourth wall. Where is she?
Where's Pinky? Has
Come
anyone
on,
seen a
guys, we need
Pinky
to look
eye?
up.
Fulfill my dreams.
Has anyone seen a Pinky
I've
eye?
seen a Pinky eye.
She's the one that's
So,
asking.
wait. That is the smallest Pinky ever.
She's there though.
Come here, Pinky. Come here, Pinky.
Jolly,
Come here, Pinky.
abusive.
Good cat.
Thank you.
Go back inside!
Harry, Steam is here.
Useless! Useless horse!
Can we not abuse horses and actually
Gay man, you're not helping.
Gay Ben?
Isn't that exactly what you do in Source Filmmaker?
Huh? Is it someone asked a question? Please save the questions for later. So, we do want to point out that Source Filmmaker does have a tendency to crash if you do use quite a lot of modules or particle systems. We'll explain the particle system.
I just realised something. Nope, I thought they had the option on the bankruptcy. Oh, hang on a minute. I just realised we need to send friends list to offline before I get completely. Oh yeah.
Because you're gonna get messages.
Oh god, now everyone's going to add me on Steam. Right.
So-
Everyone's going to add me on Steam now. I'm going to come into that. It's going to be like 5 people have added you to his own friends. Oh god damn it! I should
No,
have done that.
no, it's gonna be 10. It's gonna be 10 by the
10
end of the week.
people.
It's gonna be 10 by the end of the week. Yeah, Source Filmmaker does have a tendency to crash first.
Because it's still in beta.
It's still in beta. Yeah, it's been in beta for about.
Yeah, like that. Save often
Yeah.
inside Source.
Okay, so we got. You said you'll normally start with this screen. It's pretty basic. You just make a file, a section. FD Daylight and a moron. Name it that if you want. Or do you want to open up the section we got? Because normally you would type in something there just to name your file. Browse, you know how it works. The panel. Well, we've already got a file ready to go onto it, don't we?
He's talking to you.
Stop being boring.
Oh, shots were
Your
fired.
face. Your face makes me sick, and I've lost my appetite for looking at it. Does anyone know that? Does anyone know that quote from Rooster Teeth? No. Rage Quit? No. Okay.
So on the scene space here, you've got three main areas. Down here where I'm pointing is the timeline. There are 3 areas in here. This is the clip editor.
Yeah, that's the clip.
This is the motion editor. This is the graph editor. These two, the second and third options are like kind of like the animation areas. On the up here, this is called the viewport.
Yeah.
So this is basically where you look around in your cameras and you can actually do it like no clipping through a game. Like if you play a Source game and you go into no clip mode, basically when you're no clipping around, you can just fly around, and that's how you manipulate the cameras inside SFM. Personally, I think it's a really good idea because the viewport is what is being rendered as source filmmaker proceeds to load. Thanks. Oh, shut up.
Yeah, those are the Steam. You can download items from the Steam Workshop if you want to have other items.
I mean, seriously, there's like 2,000 items on the workshop.
That's good.
And most of them are just remakes of other stuff.
How many?
I think it's about 5 or 10 sets.
Okay, here we go.
So this is a small project we just developed. So like, just a small one, just to kind of show the animation, how it all goes.
Yep.
I've been taught by Phyrexius. Anyone watch Phyrexius on Nightmare Night?
Nightmare Night. Yeah, there's one.
Party with Pinky.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
So you know Phyrexius, he taught him a bit of a thing or two, which I'm a bit jealous about, but no, okay.
Yeah.
I don't care. I
So
self-teach.
we developed a small little.
So we're going to show a little clip here. Nothing major. This is the basics of Source Filmmaker. We're showing the map known as the Big City
Night.
Big City
Which
Night.
is one of the ones you can download because you can download. Now, if I hold control and click on this, I can copy that to what's called the work camera, where basically I can move around without actually thinking, oh, there's Pinky.
Yeah, that's
Yep, there's the best pony in existence.
Any Pinky lovers? Hands up.
Absolutely.
I know you did.
Absolutely.
There's a set of manipulators inside the source filmmaker. There's 4 tabs here.
Derpy.
This is called selection.
Derpy.
So you've got the selection tab, you've got a little movement tab to, you can move on the x-axis, the different axes, you can go Y, X, Z, and of course moving in screen space, which kind of moves on display.
When we talk about it, it does sound complicated, but once you've looked at it visually, you'll get it. It's not
So we're
the
going to
hardest
start
thing.
with a small little animation here.
Yeah, like maybe move ahead, like right.
So, I guess we'll go with just a simple one.
Simple. So
I
this
think the
is,
easiest way to show it would be through the graph editor.
you show the graph editor. I use motion editor.
I use the motion editor.
I use
I use motion editor as well. So
you decide.
Show the graph.
You're the one manning this thing.
Right, so go ahead and carry on talking. So I'm going to do a little rig.
So this is the motion editor. This is more of a
rig.
A rig? Oh, a rig, sorry. Okay, so a rig is actually a pretty handy thing. They're in these things called scripts. So you see IK rig there. That actually helps the model to move more fluently. Like when you open up a model, it acts like a bit of a skeleton, so you have to move the model like each bone. With the IK rig, you can, if you look,
we have a rotation.
Yeah,
of course, we have a rotation, and this is the screen limited later. So you
You want to show the rig? Apparently that's what happens.
Okay,
What to do?
That's the start then.
Do you want to go to the pelvis model? And yeah, it is called pelvis. If you go to the pelvis model, you can see how it moves.
You can kind of see the model here.
Well, you can see the bones that look a little different from last time. If you select something, and move or like rotate it, you can see it moves like that. But with the bones, it doesn't work as well. So there is the advantages and disadvantages between IK rigs and bones.
With the IK rigs, some of the things like what as you see there, the mains on the bones, they have something called jiggle bones, which basically allows them to move kind of freely. If you decide to bake them, so you look at them and you actually animate them freely, so doing like wind effects. It comes down to if you do that and you have the IK rig on it, you can't actually see them. So it comes down to like the IK rig is really good if you're going to do full body animation, so like, throwing your characters around, smashing them into walls, and just making things look a lot more realistic. But the skeletal rig is just fun for just doing little kind of jittery animations, or doing just basic posing. Of course, you don't just animate in source filmmaker, you can do posters. I mean, you're a poster creator as well.
I do quite a lot of posters. I do like animation, but that's more like a bit of a rare thing.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and start with just a simple animation here.
Simple animation. So you can see the jiggle bones there. You saw it moving around. Do you want to like move shake your head?
Actually, I'll just grab her head.
Grab her head and just like move it like that. Yeah. You can see the jiggle bones moving. It's a free, as he said, it's a free movement that can be very handy. You can put it.
So what I'm doing here is I'm pressing M and then using the bracket keys. Now we're creating markers, which anyone does keep on. Anyone here actually an animator?
Okay.
I used to be.
So basically, we're creating markers are basically the keyframes inside a source filmmaker. During the actual graphic phase, it's really quite useful. If you're using the draft editor, you always use markers because it's just keyframe animation. With like auto keying. So if you work in something like Maya or 3ds Max, you'll know about auto keying, which is something you do inside the Source Filmmaker. But the motion editor is kind of an exclusive thing.
Yeah, the motion editor. The draft editor, you would need to use keyframes.
So what I'm gonna go with 3 frames per little movement. So actually, we'll start with a 4 frame here.
Yeah, 4 frames.
So bracket thing, and then we can just make our adjustment. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start moving Twilight. Just kind of. What am I grabbing? I'm grabbing a neck.
By the way, Twilight is best horse.
Yes.
That is.
Of course.
That is
Yes. You are my man. Rainbow.
that is debatable.
I'm joking. Rainbow Dash is fine.
To be honest, just kind of talk about what we're doing here. So
We're doing a bit of movement with the IK rigs. The bone models, like we said, you have to move them individually. With this, you can move one model and it would move as well. Like if feet on the ground and you're twisting it, it will move the pelvis with the leg, and the feet would stay to the ground. As you can see, what's going on here.
we're just kind of moving all the joints one by one.
Yeah, but okay. Now, this all might seem scary at first, but once you've looked at tutorials and all that, it will be fun. So sleepy.
So what we're doing here is we're kind of adding a little bit of a blink into it, just to kind of make it look a bit more fluent.
Yeah, blinking. Yeah, you would want to make sure you have blinking and fluent expressions, because that what makes a sort of like a model for a pony model much more alive. It's not as easy as it sounds, because you focus more on the body animations than you do with the facial animations. But I wouldn't say go into deep about the lip sync stuff.
Yeah, lip sync is certainly one of the harder parts.
It's one of the harder parts. Basically, there's something, I don't know, there's a script you can download.
Which I use.
Which, well, we both use. That moves, well, with the sound, it moves the mouth of the model with the sound clip, so it looks like they're talking. So if you had like a voice like Twilight saying, books, yeah, the lip sync would copy it. It's quite hard to.
So if you look through here, if I zoom out a little bit here in the work camera, you can kind of see if I just scrub through this, you can kind of see how moving through those stages. So what we're going to now do is we're going to go ahead and do something called rounding. What we do, a main style that I do.
Well, this is what you do. This is not what
I do a technique called block and round. So blocking and rounding it. So basically, you do each one pose to pose. There's pose to pose animation, and then we round it out to smooth out the animation curves and kind of add those curves in, make it look much more fluid instead of just robotic.
Robotic. Well, I'm sure you can use that for your animation.
Whereas in like a flash term, you'd be using a blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically like
same
Twine
thing.
if you're familiar with Flash. Flash. Sorry, that's it.
Flash Sentry shipping.
Flash Sentry was funny.
Shipping confirmed.
Flash is putting this in.
Oh!
Oh snap!
After Effects.
After Effects kill.
So we are just rounded this all out. If we look here,
If you look, yeah. See?
we have a smooth animation of Twilight looking.
Looking shocked. It's like she saw things. I'm not gonna name that.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun.
Oh my god! Oh my god! So what we've got here is see these little these kind of transparent areas. These are called fall-offs. And fall-offs are basically like going in and out of an animation.
So like if I had my arm here and if I then moved an animation here, it's really the tweening between. Well, it's more likely the even.
It's going to be like that.
There's
But
one.
if you have like a fast falling, if you have a smaller
If
one,
you have- yeah,
at the
if you have-
side
if you have a
it's going to
smaller-
be like
Yeah, it's gonna be faster the smaller. If it's gonna be longer, it's
slow and slow.
Yeah, slow and slow.
It's kind of how it's going to go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Well, an interesting technique, though, I'd say, if you're going to animate, is actually kind of just do it yourself. Kind of do it
Yeah,
yourself.
just-
Just get a feel of what you're actually going to do.
Yeah, just practice. I mean, practice makes perfect. I suppose.
Especially with animation. I mean, I
Oh,
have
yes.
500 hours inside of SFM. How many?
I 2,000 hours.
We can find out.
I have a really nice technique for lips, so you can just start speaking the words and try to figure out how your lips are moving.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you use
Source
the mirror,
Code
yeah,
can
but
actually
you-
do motion capture now, which is one of the
I've not
best
used it.
things. I mean, I've
You
done
need
it.
to- yeah, you need
You
to.
can actually do it with up to four connects, with a program called IPiSoft, Recorder and Studio. And it's extremely accurate. I mean, I used it in Five Nights at Pinky's 1, the remake. Only in one shot, but it came out extremely well. And there's all kinds of new technology coming out for doing lip sync with your app, like actually tracking and capturing your face, so you can actually do lip sync with that. Anyway.
Shall we move on to the premieres, or shall we?
Now we have.
Okay. So now time for the premieres.
We've got 2 videos to show you tonight. And FD, you want to describe yours?
I will explain mine. Since I've been working on the Pony and Man series, I wanted to do something other than a crossover. I wanted to do an original story within the MLP universe. So
Yeah, every now and
Anyway, I got back from seeing The Maze Runner. Does anyone know the Maze Runner movie?
I've always wanted to watch that.
Great film. You can get the basic concept of it, maze and all that. I got inspired by that from this project I'm going to be showing. This project is called the Underdepth Project, which I will explain the basic story a bit later once we've shown it.
Explain my one after.
I'll explain a bit about the story of my one, and then we'll get to it. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the teaser trailer.
Which we worked on together.
We worked on together, yeah.
So, you did the.
I did the animation. I did the animation. You just did the effects, After Effects.
Good old After Effects.
Yeah, I would need to.
Can
we hit the lights, please?
Yeah. Can we kill? Are we allowed to kill the lights?
Kill the lights. Okay.
There's one more light.
Don't worry about that. That's fine. Just leave it with me. Okay. Hope you enjoy.
No pony knows of such a place untouched by pony hooves. No pony knew that such a place exists right under us the whole time. But it might be hard to believe that there are other ponies trapped here. Even me. What is this place, you may ask? This is known as Underdepth.
Oh my god, the frame rate.
It was. Okay, so I'll explain a little bit about what's going on. I was inspired by the Maze Runner movies, because I've always liked the sense of some kind of struggle between, like, a bit of struggle with no resources whatsoever. So, not to give too much away, but the basic story is that Twilight wakes up in an underground facility that she has no really memory of how she got there, but she has her normal memories of with her friends and all that. So she has to escape, and she ends up running into a group of underground ponies, which she said that. And I do have plans to have 2 OC characters, and well, it's not bad OCs, I promise.
Alicorns.
Don't.
Seriously, everyone has a huge problem with Alicorn OCs.
You're guilty with that. Probably you too. But,
I am guilty of it, that
but that is gonna be. And one other pony who's going to be featured in this project is going to be Sunset Shimmer. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, it's going to be Twilight, Sunset, and probably 2 other ponies. But I'm already halfway through the script. I plan to make it a three movie series. Sorry, I went a bit on. Sorry. that's what.
It's definitely one of the major parts of animation. Like, if you haven't got a good idea, you're not really going to do much with it.
No,
it's more about like the idea and just knowing that you can do it. It's
yeah,
more,
no, yeah.
Don't do. If you're going to do animation, start out. Just don't do client work. Don't do it at the start.
No.
Start with your own ideas. Get a feel.
Maybe some ideas you thought of when you were younger. You wanted to do
flipbook animation.
Like flipbook animations. Like you're like, oh, I wanted to try
Or
something.
little play things.
Yeah. Like, and I said, inspiration. Don't be afraid to be inspired by something. It's always fine. Like I said, inspired by the Maze Runner, but make sure you don't copy it, because that's a real problem. A real
just
problem.
Flat out ripping someone off, you're just going to get loads of comments and problems. And people just generally hate someone who just rips you off. Or just flat out re-download someone else's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you want to start with yours?
Alright, quick question. Does anyone know the game Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yes.
Who doesn't know it?
Who doesn't know Five Nights at Freddy's?
Who doesn't know Friday?
Well,
Who
it comes
doesn't?
down to, I am actually, being a Swiss American putting anime, I was inspired by the YouTube channel DA Games.
Anyone know DA Games?
Yeah.
I know you know.
They did a song called Break My Mind, which is an absolutely outstanding song. And it's one of those songs that I just really inspired me to work on it. And I've been doing this whole thing for a series. Like, I've been going on for 3-4 videos. 4 English. I've been going for like 4 or 5 videos now. I think we've had 5 videos, 1 remastered, and everything that's going on. Like, you know, do you want to just see it?
Do you want to just see it?
Yeah.
Do it. Just do it. Just do it.
Do it now.
Do it.
Anyway,
Just do it.
Thank
you.
Yeah.
I now present
Do it.
5 Nights at Freddy's.
This is a bit long. It's not as short as my. It's not like my video. So it's
Mine's a full feature.
yeah, full feature. Mine's a teaser. So get comfortable.
Yeah. So we now present 5 Nights at Pinky's for the Nightmare SFM Remastered. Woo! Someone.
Yeah.
By the way- Read that warning.
Read that, please.
Please not, no, fine video contains mild horror things and some loud noise which may startle younger viewers. For the full thing experience, please watch with the lights out and headphones on high volume.
Well, since you don't have headphones, that doesn't qualify.
By the way, some loud noise
I don't worry about those.
some loud noise things are live. You know, actually do that actually at the end.
Anyway, man, we'll be.
I don't use headphones, I only use surround sound.
That's fine. Anyway, let's go. Don't be stupid loud because this is gonna get crazy. There we go.
And yes, that's what happens with the man.
We'll explain that later.
Source. That's what source from. Oh, convenient lights. Convenient. So yeah, that was 5 Nights at Pinky's 4. That is my most popular S-film animation.
Damn right it is. It got
1.1 million views at the minute.
A million views!
That stuff is extremely difficult.
That is hard to get to that
with
point.
basically everyone in our schools, but basically calling it Pony Lib. Seriously, like, nobody likes bronies for some reason. But it's giving me
What's with all the hate, love, and tolerance?
love and tolerate, guys. Come on.
God.
It sounds like the only way in ethics is turning into a bunch of bronies.
Oh, wait.
Oh no. You can imagine that. The only way is Essex Brony Edition.
Oh, good. Let's move on before people start gagging. So,
Okay, so
now on to our Q&A.
stick your hands up if you've got a question, we'll ask.
Was there one over there?
Don't feel afraid to ask.
Don't be afraid. You?
Just say like who you want to talk to, FD or Jolly.
This is the assets. I mean the models. What do you make them yourselves, or do you get some? Does someone make them for you?
Someone makes them.
On program does that?
Yeah, most of the models we use nowadays are developed by other people. We can, of course, develop our own models. I mean, I can't own them.
I tried Blender, it's not.
And also, can you make models?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can.
Source Development's SDK, which is the source development kit, comes with a plugin straight from Maya. So you can use Autodesk Maya to model your things and then use the exporter plugin that comes
Fortnite
for free.
uses the Maya.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Or Blender.
Or Blender.
Blender's another
He uses
one.
Maya more.
It comes down to you just export with that program that comes for free.
Yeah.
You just use that to take your own things and just bring it all in. Any other questions?
Any other thing?
At the back.
You do. Okay. My longest project I've worked on so far is Pony and Man 17. That's when things really kicked. I couldn't get the voices in. It took so long, and I didn't realize how long it was. This was back, I think, at the beginning of this year. That was the episode. I got you, Jessica, to do about half the voice, about half the entire cast to do it, and I want to can we give her a round of applause, Jessica? So yeah, that was mine. It was about 10 minutes long, which is about my longest source of America up to date. I hope 2020 is better. What's yours?
The longest project that I worked on has to probably be 5 Nights at Pinky's for the Nightmare. It took the longest to make. I mean, a month and a half. The second longest is Die in a Fire, which didn't really go that far.
How long was it?
The final video was like 5 minutes long. It took about a month and 5 days to make.
Each 20 minutes, so this 5 minutes.
When you say a month, do you mean a month of evenings or a month?
A month,
days?
just generally.
Just generally month.
Just general production over a month.
For me, it's different because I work with voice actors. You voice actors. You work with music.
I mean,
So you've only got.
do you have a day job and then do you do animate, or do you?
Well,
just,
We're both in schools.
I'm in college, so.
We're in college. I'm going up to college.
But when you go out to college, it'll be a lot easier to do
It comes down
animations,
to that.
trust me.
Like we can just balance it without school. Like, of course, school comes first, but we do this as mainly just a hobby.
We do it as a hobby.
I mean, I get paid for it.
Well, you do. I don't care. But
I mean, we do client work, so I mean, as much as we do, as much as like with the source of makeup, yeah, it's limiting, but with things like the Adam, you can really go out and just do client work. You can do anything in source of makeup.
Any other questions? You there?
When you're animating and like you with the voice, the hair and mane, they like to watch
Yeah, as we said earlier, there's a set of bones that are made pretty into the mane. So you know, the hair.
There's a system that you can use that's called bait. There's like bait procedural bones, which basically makes the jiggle bones like symbols, so you can move them manually. But yeah, like you said, wind effects. Yeah.
Yeah. Although tendency, like you saw in the video there, they have a tendency to bug out really badly.
Yeah.
Right?
So
like you saw Fluttershy's mane go insane.
Fluttershy's mane is the worst. You need to jiggle and use the jiggle.
I mean, the original 5 Nights at Pinky's 4 is even worse. Her mane literally shoots up to the ceiling. It's just like,
Anything else? Any other questions?
Pond 3 in the back.
Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow 3.
Rainbow
3.
Fair enough.
Just
Other than your own videos, do you have any a favourite SFM?
oh, good question.
SFM creators.
Do you mean SFM? Do you mean like YouTubers, or do you mean the videos itself?
Videos.
Okay.
Mine probably has to be. Oh god. Probably 909 SFM by Pharixis. It has such an amazing song. The pace is so perfect. The lighting's phenomenal, and it's just one of the best Source Filmmaker videos I think I've ever seen in a long time.
I can't really think of one, but the best I can think of is.
What? Okay.
Probably one of Argo Damon's videos, because his stuff is phenomenal. I suppose my favorite from him is, I suppose I would say something called Destiny, which is about Deathly, so if you're Deathly lovers, you'll love that. About muffins.
Yeah.
She claims a muffin.
I think it was actually made on International Muffin Day.
No, really.
Yeah, probably.
It probably will, but that's
I mean,
my
my
favorite.
favorite Argo Damon video has to be Leaving the Stables.
Oh, that's good. That's
Fallout
good. Leaving this.
Equestria.
I would say, yeah, that's a good one. Too.
Yeah.
I can't
For
really.
anyone who doesn't know Fallout Equestria, Little Pig and guns.
Fallout.
And it's really, really fun.
Bethesda's Fallout and ponies mashed together. That's all you need to know.
I just put